All right, Shalom. This is Har one by Yasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. Want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Harakah Kodash, Ma'amath. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. And Shalom to you, Akim, and Akwatim, your children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. This is a response to the whole situation going on with the rapper named Chingy. Claiming that he denounces being a Hebrew Israelite, or, being an Israelite. Well, my perspective on it, I saw the guy rapping in the past. Saw him come out with a video calling himself King Judah. Next thing you know, well, before that, he was talking about that Scientology stuff. Then he switched to calling himself King Judah. And now, in a recent interview, he put out saying that he didn't completely reject it. He just made it seem like it was just a study, like it was just something like a transition that he went through in life, and he embodied it, personalized it, and now he knows who he is, and he can continue his life like that's not what this truth is about, man. This truth is this, even though he didn't completely denounce it, he just was saying, like, I figured out what it is, being those Hebrew Israelites, it's just their philosophy, their way of thinking. Like, no, ain't no way of thinking none of that, man. You either Hebrew Israelite by nationality, or you a damn heathen. That's just it. This not one of them. It's not like a rap career. You pick it up and put it down. Like, that's what these rappers into, man, building characters. You even got some people in this truth that used to be rappers, and they were so into building characters or egos that when they got into this truth, they built the ego. So or they create a character like Gorilla Hebrew, used to be a rapper and shit like that. You can just tell, man. But anyway, so what I believe is he's hiding that light. He's keeping the Lord's money, and he's not spending it. He's not trading the money. So he's basically robbing the Lord, robbing from the Lord. All right, this is Matthew 5:13. Ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt has lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is henceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men. So if a man got this truth and he lost that fire, he lost that push to want to teach, the scriptures say teach men that are able to teach others. There's so many scriptures that can come out dealing with this dude, man. This unbeliever, this false prophet, this false teacher named Chingy. Him, other rapper named B.O.B., Snoop Dogg, acting like he calling himself Snoop Lion. It's like all that stuff. Just characters that they building, man. They're not doing it the way the Lord said to do it. The Lord said we're supposed to go out every week and teach, man, on the streets, wearing the garments and set up shop and teach. And a lot of these celebrities are not going to do that, like Apostle was saying. Like I always say, like brothers always say, celebrities ain't gonna do it. They're not gonna come out there and set up shop. Look at Cat Williams. He walked by a few brothers. You got a lot of celebrities that know this truth, but they try to create their own way. You'll see them just breezing by, or they'll do a little blog. And, yeah, Israel, just all my Israel. Hey, Israel. That's how they talk. Hey, Israel. Good morning, Israel. You got white people that talk like that, man. That shit crazy, man. So he's like, I think it's just more so he's hiding that light and being selfish. Because he got that spirit on him, the Lord put that light out, put that candlestick out. All right. So now he back in the world. They offering him careers. They're offering him a career again. He went through a tragedy in his career to where they say he slept with a tranny. And then now that tranny came out, said she was lying. He was lying. Shit. He was lying. Right? Said the tranny said he was himself was lying. I did not say that shit. So now they offering Chingy a career again. A career to be able to like the devil offer you the world, man. But what does it profit a man to gain the world and lose his soul? Lose his mind, yo. It lost his mind, lost his fucking mind. All right, Matthew 5 and 15. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Man, you ain't gonna take a candle and put it under a bushel. It's gonna burn the whole shit down. All right. So the purpose is to light the house, man. You see that? Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Not you getting glory. This dude want personal glory, man. He put the Lord to the side so he can get his glory. It's like somebody coming up to worship the Lord, and then you put that in your pocket. He's like, all these people coming for the Lord, and he put it in his pocket. He put the truth in his pocket. Well, he ain't really had the truth, but he put that in his pocket and like, yeah, man, they running up to Chingy now. You want to be celebrated. You want to be a celebrity, all right? But this is Zephaniah 3 and 19 or 18. I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly. And that guy's not sorrowful. You can see it in the spirit, man. They prideful. They got egos. I got to figure it out. I figured that out. You know, can't figure their own fucking life out. Can't figure his goddamn career out. I don't know what happened. But when it comes to the truth, he's like, yeah, I figured that out. You know, it was just a study. No, this is a lifestyle, man. This is an ongoing thing. And you got to do it the Father's way, man. You know, you try to do it your own way. Scriptures say, lead me not by my own understanding. I don't give a goddamn, man. To be a celebrity in these times, if you're not pushing the truth, it's a dangerous time to be in, man. You gotta be able to go out and teach and carry the weight of the world by being in the spotlight. You know, that's why it says it's hard for a rich man to enter into the kingdom. You might have to get that as well. And it says Zephaniah 3 and 19 or 18. I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly, who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it was a burden. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out. All right, so who was driven out? The children of Israel. So the Lord gonna gather us back together, you know, the elect, the hopeful elect. So he's not gonna choose other nations like Vocab the demon always says, right? Dr. Edom. It says, and gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. So the Lord said what? He's going to get us to fame by doing it his way, by speaking the prophecies, and the prophecies come to pass. And then him giving us spiritual abilities, and then protection from the holy angels, and then ultimately deliverance. That's going to get you to fame. Being famous for, damn, right? Like the way you do that right there. That's it. That's like a damn, shit is crazy, man. It's like living in a damn cartoon. You know, living in the fucking boondocks where they got rappers named Chingy. You know, it's just madness, man. This is Matthews 19:23. Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, Verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven, man. So why? Because it most likely gonna have to be destroyed and brought back into the kingdom as a baby. All right, because the Lord not accepting them the way they are right now. He's not accepting them. He's rejecting them. It's something ain't right about him towards the Lord. It ain't got nothing to do with us. It's about his spirit towards the Most High. You know, we are here to get the praise for the Father, not praise for ourselves, man. You know, you might get applause here and there for certain things, for accolades, but ultimately we give praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua for our rewards, for our breath, for everything. Give thanks to him in all things. Rich or poor, praise ye Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Right? It says it's going to be hard that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. All right, because why? Because his mind going to be on the riches of the world if he wicked. It's crazy. And again, I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. Wow, man, because if you look at a camel with all that luggage and everything on its back, before it would go through the needle gate, which is a smaller gate within the main gate or entrance of a castle or a door, you know, they would have to take all that luggage off before he can even attempt to fit through that little needle gate. And that's what this guy would have to do. He had to put off all that worldly baggage. That's what Snoop would have to do. You know, and they would lose that spotlight. Everybody would hate them instead of love them. This is Jeremiah 2:31. O generation, see ye the word of Yahweh. Have I been a wilderness unto Israel, a land of darkness? No, the Lord is actually nigh unto us. We got the truth, man. He's right with us. All right. Is he a God that's far off? Nope. Because he got the spirit right with us, man. He kept his promise. We're able to open the scriptures and sup with the Lord, and, you know, and study our Creator, or the words of our Creator. A land of darkness? Wherefore say my people, we are Lord's. We will come no more unto thee. See, our people saying they rich in this society. They getting Esau's, the devil's society, and they take a bite of the devil's pie, a big apple, and they lose their fucking mind. That poison in them. All these different philosophies, man. It says, can a maid forget her ornaments, or a bride her attire? Yet my people have forgotten me days without number. And that's what he's doing, forgetting the Lord, man. He's forgetting the ways of the Most High, the order that the Lord set up. And that dude, he young. Chingy, he's young, a young guy. He could easily he in a position where he can just fade out, link up with a camp and go out and teach. Because he in the background. He trying to step back into the forefront, trying to get his career back. He like, yeah, they lied on me about that training situation. Yep, that was what it was. It is what it is. But, you know, I put that Israelite stuff behind me. You know, I passed through that phase. Now I'm ready to get my career going again. It's like, oh, shit. Oh, shit, man. He ready to sell his soul, man. All right. It says, why trimmest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked one thy ways, man. So the scriptures say, wow, that's deep, man. Because that's deep. Because he basically trimming his ways to seek the love of the world, man. And wow, I got a couple of scriptures on. I'm gonna try to get all these scriptures that's coming to my mind. Because he's trimming his ways, right? and trimming it so he can seek the love of the world, man, of the media. It's deep. I ain't with the, don't clown me for the King Judah stuff. I'm not on that. Like, what the hell? How do you put that crown down, man? This is deep, man. Anyway, Luke 11:23. He that is not with me is against me. So if you're not with the Lord, you're not openly saying it, and you're ashamed of the Lord gonna be ashamed of you. All right, that's why the Lord gonna be ashamed of that dude, man. He gonna say, I never knew him, man. I don't know him. All right. And he that gathereth not with me scattereth, man. So he's not doing his work. He's helping to scatter the people. Because somebody see him, they might follow Chingy, and they see him doing his life in that way. He get up, they get a reward. He out doing videos. He don't mention Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. He don't even know Yahweh. He probably call him some other name. So he's what? Scattering the people. All right. If you ain't bringing in the water, you pushing the water out. He's scattering the people away. Check this out, man. This is Matthew 16:24. Then said Yahweh Shai unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, all right, if he call himself following after Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, not just say, I'm an Israelite, man, King Judah. That's me. I found out about Israel, them Israelites. See that? People that talk like that, this is just a trend or a fad or something to get into real quick, man, to hide under. Another tree to hide under, man. They hide and then they run. It's crazy, man. If any man will come after me, let him deny himself. And that's what a lot of us have done. A lot of us got talent, but we rather use our talents for the kingdom. All right. So let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. And to take up that cross means to what? To bear the afflictions that Yahweh Shai bear, to step into the work and the adversity by putting yourself out there. Yeah, I'm an Israelite. Yeah, the Most High's name is Yahweh. His son's name is Yahweh Shai. If you don't want to do it that way, you go on the streets and you do the work. And then you be out in the public eye. And you might throw little, messages or keep it a mystery or parabolic. But if you got this truth, you got to do it the Lord's way. You got to have a garment. You got to have the 2 sticks or just 1 stick and the 12 tribes of Israel on there, right? You got to have your Bible. You got to go out there and teach, man. You got to grow your beard. Can't be getting the edge ups like you got, right? Can't be teaching with shades on, like ISUPK like to do. And you got to go out every week. Because the time is at hand. We at the end. We don't give a goddamn about somebody's fucking rap career, man. Damn poets and shit. Poetry. You write poetry every day, man. It's just vanity. Poetry is beautiful, but it's vanity. The only true beauty is in the wisdom. All right? Everything gonna pass away, man. But the Lord's words, his gonna stand. So everybody else's words are in vain. For 25. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, man. And this guy trying to save his life, but instead he don't want to lose that celebrity, that career. And whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it, man. And he had a chance. He was right there. 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out. 1 foot in the world and 1 foot out, man. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his soul, man? To gain the whole world, the love of the world, and all the media and Esau, these heathens, and Jake said they love Chingy again, and he get popular and blow up and get rich, like Jay-Z or some shit. But he lose who he was becoming, and that meekness that the Lord was trying to bless him with. right? For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his soul, man? To lose his mind, lose his thoughts, lose his connection, lose his spiritual connection with Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. To lose who he is, to call himself an American or African or Pan-African, all this crazy madness, right? Because that's what they usually go into, Christianity and something like that. But to know that you're an Israelite and to be able to understand the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that's a blessing. All right, so to gain the whole world, and that's what he's attempting to do, is to gain the world, and we're witnessing that. So this guy walking away from the truth is nothing new. All right, or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Wow, man. For the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then then he shall reward every man according to his works. So it's about your works, man. It don't matter if it don't matter if your name Chingy. Lord don't care about that. He no respect of persons. He don't care if you used to do it or you you're an Israelite. He don't care about that. All right, it's the parable of the 10 virgins. 5 were foolish and 5 were wise. Meaning half were gonna be wicked and half gonna be righteous. All right, the Apostle Tahar brought this out, but I want to go into it just briefly. Matthew 7:13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, man. He said you can't do it your way. You can't try to enter into the kingdom your own way. It ain't gonna happen, man. You got the other actor, man. He was in that movie, that military movie, comedy movie. But Brandon T. Jackson or something like that. And he be on there just, yeah, I'm an Israelite. Shalom, Shalom Israel. The people that talk like that, they bluffing. I'm starting my new studio and just letting y'all know, man, all Israel, this is what we got to do, we got to build production. We got to build our community. No. The Lord said, what? Do it his way. And his way, he said his way is what? His burden is easy. His yoke is light. Burden is light. And his yoke is easy. But people want to do it the hard way. Matthew 7:13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, right? And broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat, man. So going through the wide gate, right? That's the world, and that's going to lead you to destruction. It says what? Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way. That's why he said it's hard for a camel to fit through the gate and to the eye of a needle. I'm talking about a needle gate, a smaller narrow passage, narrow way. All right, going through the affliction, going through the adversity to get to the kingdom, meaning doing it the way the Lord said to do it. Having this world hate you. This world gonna hate you if you really tell the truth. He said, Esau, you're going into slavery. 2/3 of our people are being wicked. They shouldn't be homosexuals. America's Babylon is going to be destroyed. There's only one true creator. His name is Yahweh, and his son named Yahushua. All right, we are the children of Israel. All these things matter, man. You got to keep his ways. I don't deal with no American holidays, no pagan holidays, no worldly heathen holidays from any nation. I only deal with the holy days of Yahweh and his son Yahushua, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This guy not going to say that out in the open like that. Floyd Mayweather is not going to say that. They too politically correct, man. They'll get on TV and the damn demon will ask him a question. Hey, man, how you feel about homosexuals? And they just, oh, shit. I don't have no problem with it. See that? See that, man? People become politically correct. And they don't know the angels recording everything. So, because straight is the gate and narrow is the way, which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. Few there be that find it, man. And not many. And that guy's part of the many. He's not part of the few. You know, that's why they say what? Many are called, but few are chosen. He can be called all day. The Lord's voice went out around to the four corners of the earth. So many are called, but few are going to be chosen to be delivered, to do the work. Right? All right. It says, beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? So that's why you judge him by his fruits, man, by his actions and things he's saying. This is Luke 14:23. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges. So that's what we're supposed to be, on the highways and hedges, you know, in the opening of the gates, man. Right? In the way. And compel them to come in, that my house may be filled, man. So our job is to compel the children of Israel to come into the truth. All right, but you got to be in the truth first. For I say unto you that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper, man. So the ones that were called but not chosen, they're not going to taste of the supper. They're not going to be able to eat this word. They're not going to understand. They're not going to be able to eat the meat and the deep things and drink the wine of this word. They're gonna choke or drown out the milk. And that guy was a babe, man, a novice, a new study, and he fell off. That's it. As soon as the scriptures speak about that, man. As soon as the seed get planted, the devil come up and pluck it right up, or the affairs of this world begin to choke the word from out of him. And that's what's happening. The affairs of this world, of this life, have choked that spirit out of him, man. Got him restricted and bound and blocked from doing it the right way. Going on TV denouncing it, man. It's crazy, man. All right. Verse 26. Well, actually, 26. If any man come to me and hate not his father, and mother, and wife, and children, and brethren, and sisters, yea, and his own life, also he cannot be my disciple. Meaning, you're supposed to choose the Father's way over your family, over your own way, over anybody. If anybody got a problem with it, you pull away from them, man. You know, and even if you got an issue with it, you better check yourself and do it his way. And be not led by your own understanding. You know, it's going to lead you right into a ditch. And whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. And we're seeing that happen. This guy does not want to bear his cross. He don't want to go through that affliction, man. You could tell, because when they came out about him with that tranny, he was hurt. And now he got the King Judah. He know they're going to come at him about that. All right. So as soon as he got offended, man. I'm going to get this real quick, man. This is Matthew 13:19. When anyone heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth it not, then cometh the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which received seed by the wayside. So he received the seed by the wayside, and what was put into his heart is being slowly plucked away. Those that have shall have more. Those that have not even that which they have shall be taken. You see that? So the more he goes along that path, the less he's going to have that light going to go out even more and more. It's going to get dimmer and dimmer to this black darkness. But he that received the seed into stony places, meaning spirit, the same as he that heareth the word, and anon with joy receiveth it. And that's what Chingy did. He received it with joy. He was all happy about it, did a video, and that was it. Yet hath he not root in himself. See, he ain't have no root. He ain't have no foundation. His foundation wasn't built upon Yahushua, man. upon the prophets and apostles, right? Starting from Apostle Hall on down. It wasn't built on that. It was built on GOCC, IUIC, whatever camp or whatever viewpoint he was looking at. It wasn't from the sincere brothers. It says, yet hath he not root in himself. See, within himself, man. He said, I know who I am. I just found out who I am inside. It's just inside. I know who I am now. That's just it. I just found myself. And, he had no root in himself. All right. This is about finding yourself and then finding others. That's it. Once you're found of the Lord, you go out and you find others. Yet hath he not root in himself, but dureth for a while. See, he hung around for a while. For when tribulation or persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended. This is Mark 8 and 38. Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, right? You know, because truth is evil in the time of lies. Because in time of lies, they don't want to hear the truth. They're like, shut up. I don't want to hear that. You know? And it says what? Whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me. And that guy's showing that he's ashamed of Yahushua. And of my words. Wow. In this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in the glory of his Father and with the angels, with the holy angels. This is 2 Timothy 4 and 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust, they shall heap to themselves teachers having itching ears, man. All right. And that guy has itching ears, man, going different doctrines, bouncing all around. Right, getting pulled left and right. All right, so he's not enduring. He's not patient and long suffering in sound doctrine. Instead, he rejecting it. All right. It says he's offended. And he's ashamed of the Lord, of the truth. And they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned unto fables, man. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry, man. So do the damn work. And the blessed work, Salaki. But do the work, man. This guy's not doing the work. Just focusing on goddamn interviews and shit like that. And boasting about himself, man. All right. Luke 14 and 27 again. And whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. So if you don't want to step into that affliction and endure this work and endure the scoffing, you know, and be proud and confident and have joy in your spirit instead of shame for this truth, he said you cannot be the Lord's disciple, man. He won't allow you to teach or do the work or do it in sincerity. He'll have you doing it corruptly or pervert the way. You know, because you got some people that's teaching, but the Lord didn't send them. All right. Like ISUPK, GOCC, all these people that chose to do it their own way. All right. For which of you intending to build a tower sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it? And that's how these career people, these labels, they all gonna look at Chingy like, I thought you was an Israelite. And he like, nah, I ain't on that no more. That shows that you don't have the gall in you to complete nothing, man. He ain't complete his career. He ain't complete his truth, being in the work, doing the work. That full transition into being an Israelite. He go so far and then turn around. All right. Now they're gonna mock him. It says what? Less happily, after he have laid the foundation. See, he had no foundation. And is not able to finish it. See that? He came into the truth and received it with joy, but then he fell out. He fell away. All that behold it began to mock him, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish, man. So he not able to finish until the end. Romans 3:3, for what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect? Like, just because he don't believe, you think that's going to stop the Father's will or his plans? You know, this nobody's Chingy, right? It says, verse 4, Yahweh forbid, yea, let Yahweh be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings and mightest overcome when thou art judged. All right, so if you deny the Lord and you don't believe in him, it don't matter. You know, because the Lord God, he's going to find faith on his earth through the elect. You know, this is 2 Timothy 2:11. It is a faithful saying, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him, man. If we dead to this world, right, with him right now, we will live with him. We'll be, you know, that fame and that name and that praise, you know, we'll be able to share in that, right, under Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And it says, for if we be dead with him, we shall also live with him. And that way, say, he that shall lose his life shall save it, shall find it. You'll be alive in these times, be alive in the truth. And if we suffer, we shall also reign with him. So if you suffer now, right, entering into the house of mourning instead of the house of mirth, you shall reign with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai when Yahushai shows up. If we deny him, he also will deny us. All right, so that guy's denying Yahushai, man, basically. All right, you're supposed to speak these words out in the open. If we believe not, yet he abideth faithful. He cannot deny himself. So he knows he exists out there. He knows the order of things. And when he shows up, he's going to be a righteous judge. And he's not going to be a respecter of persons, man. He's going to say, Lord, Lord, haven't I? No, I don't care about that. He going to say, I never knew you. But haven't I gone out and taught? Even the ones that went out, going out and teaching, if you're not being brotherly, sincere in judgment, doing the work in sincerity, doing it the right way, right? Following the order that Apostle Har set up as far as going out and teaching, doing your videos 3 times a week, all these things like the scriptures say to do, then you're basically denying the Lord, man, the way he set it up. All right. Verse 14, of these things put them in remembrance, charging them before the Lord that they strive not about words to no profit, but to the subverting of the hearers. Study to show yourself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth, man. So if you study and build your foundation properly, you won't be ashamed. You won't turn back to the world. All right, the Lord will carry you and give you, equip you with the things you need to get to the kingdom. And this guy is not equipped. All right, he 1 foot in, 1 foot out the door. So this is what the Lord did. This is Revelations 13 and 16. So then, 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. So he knows your works, man. That's what it's about, your works. I would thou wert cold or hot, man. So the Lord would that Chingy was cold or hot. All of us, but that Chingy, that's what I'm talking about right now. That Chingy was cold or hot. All right? Because he can fool everybody else, but he can't fool the Lord. All right? He knows your works. So then, because thou art lukewarm, 1 foot in the world and 1 foot out, and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Right? That's deep, man. So you got 1 foot in, 1 foot out the world. you know, and the Lord gonna push you over there to the world. All right. Because thou sayest, I am rich and increased with goods and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked. It's crazy, man. So that dude is all of these things. I counsel I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire. He keep running back to this damn society trying to get love. But the Lord like, nah, come this way, I got you. That thou mayest be rich, and white raiment. That's true riches, man, and wisdom, and being cleansed and made righteous under the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh. All right, that's the way to be rich and famous. That thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear, and anoint thine eyes with eye salve, that thou mayest see. And as you know, as many as I love, I rebuke and chasten. Be zealous, therefore, and repent, man, to turn back to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come in to him and will sup with him and he with me. And you can tell that the guy Chingy is not supping with the Lord. All right. Because he say, drink from your fountain and disperse your rivers in the streets, your waters. All right. It says, to him that overcometh, and that's what we want to do. We want to overcome all this stuff. And we believe in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. Declare his name boldly before the world and before our people, really. To him that overcometh will I grant to sit with me in my throne, even as I have also overcame, meaning going through that door. He's the first one to enter into that door, that affliction, and no servant is greater than his master. We got to do the same thing. All right. So even as he overcame and am set down with my Father in his throne, he that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches.